Okay, so we're going to drop at my favourite two warehouses up in the northeastern side of Miramar, and this of course is a solo chicken dinner walkthrough on the amazing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Don't get that many wins on Miramar. As you can see, somebody's very rudely coming to my warehouses. It's fairly close to the flight path, so I was fully expecting that. So he's gone into the warehouse. So probably my next best chance is to go into the longhouse here, which I do, and then I run through and manage to find a Tommy gun. You'll like this bit in a second. So I get the Tommy gun, nice. I could go and challenge him now, but I think that's it. Let's go and have a look through the rest of the house, because the important thing is when you're in this situation, when you know where they are, I know he's in the warehouse. As soon as you get a good gun, you go after them. So I get the shotgun, and then I'm about to go out, to challenge him. Open the door. Oh, there's an M416, so change to the M416. Oh, change back to the shotgun. Oh, change to the 416. Change back to the shotgun. How many times have you done that? It's just flicking backwards and forwards. So I can hear him now, fairly close to me, and for some reason he decides to run past me. Thank you very much, sir. And then I can get all his kits, and I end up with an SKS and a Beryl. So we're into the last 10 minutes of the game now. I spent, those other 20 minutes wandering around, getting kitted up, level 2 helmet, level 2 vest, various smokes and grenades. And the circle ends up near Miramar General. And I'm coming in from what should be the quiet side. So remember, the flight path was kind of southwest northeast, wasn't it? And so I'm coming in from the eastern side of Minas Gerais. Just looking around, thinking, where is everybody now? In the whole of this game, I haven't used a vehicle, which is quite unusual on Miramar. But I actually really enjoy Miramar like this because the sight lines are so long. You can see people from a long way off, including vehicles, and perhaps the lone solo PUBG player trundling along, not in a truck or in a muscle car or anything like that. Maybe that's one of the best places to play. I also like the feel of Miramar. Really is really great map. It doesn't deserve the grief it gets. So I'm just coming in, as you can see. The blue's coming in, but I'm just slightly ahead of it, just to get safe. Just very wary that there could be people inside these warehouses third-partying me. And using the third-person view to peek around windows. I can hear gunfire up to my right, so that's making me think as well, when I make my next move, I really want to be moving sort of southwest, probably somewhere like that. And now is really where the game starts to really come alive. As you can see, we're down to a fairly small circle. We've got 15 people, and because the sight lines are so long in Miramar, games don't go down to the wire like they do on Vikendi and Sanhok, and sometimes Erringel. You tend to be having long-range engagements, and that's what I think is the beauty of PUBG, and why I think you should play it in the quick join menu, so that you get to play all the different maps, because they feel so different. Anyway, so the circle's gone to my southwest, so I think, well, there's guys off to my northeast. What I want to do is I want to really get round to the quiet side of the circle, and I haven't heard any gunfire in this direction, so I'm gonna run along to the narrow side. I'm very aware that people are could be shooting me, but the good thing is when people are shooting each other, everybody else tends to be looking at them as well, trying to get like a third-party kill. Now I'm a little bit nervous. I use that word a lot, don't I, in my videos, about this little hut. So I equip my frag grenade, and I just keep an eye on this hut just in case there's somebody hiding inside it, because again, they wouldn't have had to move at this point in the game. They could stay there completely. So they're gone. So now what I'm doing, I'm scanning the terrain ahead of me for enemies. So you're looking to the left and right of rocks, looking to the left and right of trees, because that's where people tend to be. I'm looking, where's the cover going to be? Where can I set up camp, ready for the push into the next circle? Past these rather strange trees, and obviously if I'm by myself at this side of the circle, that would be very unusual indeed. And as it turns out, of course, I'm not by myself. There's another chap there. Now he's making the cardinal sin of looking into the circle. Right? He was looking into the circle to where the gunfire was coming from. Now I do a bit of a risky thing here. I mean, I do tuck myself in behind. I pick up some boosts, I think, and some 7.6, and try and pick up some grenades. What he should have been doing is looking to his left and his right, because he had a good position on the edge of the circle. He's got some cover. He's got those trees, and there's no way somebody was going to rush him from in front of him because they're too far away, and the chances of him getting a kill would be pretty low. The threats were from the left and the right, where I was coming from. So, watch out for that one. So, the circle moves. So I decide to move forward to take position behind this rock. It's not a great rock, because I'm very aware that I can be shot from the left and probably from the right as well. And I did see someone just running left to right, so I'm just moving there. I know there's nobody around there on foot because I've just run that way, haven't I? So I've just got to be careful that the guy over to my left doesn't push me. And I have moved early. There's still a minute and 20 before the circle comes in, so there's plenty of time for people to move. Like this gentleman here in his truck. As he manages to drive into a cactus. We've all been there, we shouldn't criticise him. What I'm trying to do here is just persuade him not to come over to my side of the circle. But I think what's happening is, although I'm hitting him, he's taking more fire from the other side of the circle. So, doing a bit blind fire here. I've got a suppressor on the SKS, so that's why I'm being so liberal with my gunfire. So here he comes. Totally missed there, and he puts himself behind this rock, and he gets me with a very good headshot, I think, here. Very good headshot. Yeah, bang. Nice headshot, sir. So I'm like, ooh, this guy knows what he's doing. Let's throw some grenades. And I think all of these grenades go really long. So, time to heal up. I'm very lucky here that nobody behind me decides to shoot me in the back. But you've got to ride your luck in PUBG solo sometime. Still haven't managed to hit him. So throw another grenade. And this forces him to go left. So I do shoot at him, but he backs off. And I think the blue's coming in, so he knows he has to move, and he gets in his truck at this point. And I've got the vehicle killer, I've got the Beryl. Goodbye. Now I run over here because I want some more grenades, but the blue's coming in, so I'm like, ugh. But I was halfway through throwing that smoke, because the idea would be to smoke. Now I start taking fire from somewhere here, and I think it's that guy on my left over there, so it's time to put him on his way. I'm firing at him. Another guy to my right is firing at him as well. Now the circle has moved ahead, and there's that truck there which is rolling backwards into the blue, and the chap was just by the door. Sorry mate, but that's the way it is. So we get him as well. Now, ooh, so all the gunfire, 4 people left, all the gunfire is ahead of me up that hill. So I know let's move now where they're shooting each other. Again, often I will move late, but if there's a situation where people are being distracted by killing each other, then that's the time to move. Now you see where that ramp is? See the little head of that guy? So I know there's a guy up there. There's a guy there, but I can't quite see him. We've got 40 odd seconds before the circle moves. I'm not in. There is no cover in front of me, close. So he decides to lob a grenade over, but I'm safe behind my rock. So let's get boosted. Let's get ready for the final gunfights. What I'm hoping for here is the last 2 guys are going to get embroiled in a gunfight with each other, which will then allow me in. As it turns out, that doesn't quite happen. So 20 odd seconds. So I know I've got a smoke. Now I'm thinking, do I go right? Do I go left? And I think, right, okay, well those trees left. I think I should go left. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to lob a smoke up towards where those guys are, or well, that guy is. So I know he's there. I'm thinking about that way again. So lob a smoke that way. Go over on, because it'll cover me a little bit and also create a distraction. People like looking at things, don't they? And if they see something happening, it will draw their eye. And my aim is to get to that ridge, because that ridge will offer me a little bit of cover. Throw him a Molotov. Now, someone has thrown a grenade behind me, but luckily it's rolled a long way, so I'm safe. Now I'm in, so I decide just to tuck myself right in on this corner and listen. Where are the other players? I just listen out. Need to listen. Use the third person perspective just to peek around this corner. And look, there it is. I see the helmet of that chap. So then I tuck back down again. Because the question is, what was he looking at? Why was he looking that way? What could he hear? So it could be the other player. So now I'm boosted up. thinking, right, where's the other guy? It's only me versus one other chap. The next circle is moving a long way. He comes to have a look. Come on, Beryl, close range. Hasn't got a chance, has he? But there we go. That's a chicken dinner on Miramar. Hope you find it helpful. If you did, put some questions in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe. Thank you very much. And I'll see you again soon.